Hi, my name is Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to bring you a more detailed look at all of my palettes and kind of what started my whole Pan That Palette and Project 10 and Project 100 challenges. And I'm going to actually go by category in brands just to make it easier for you. And I'm going to start with Urban Decay because it's my biggest, actually, my largest amount of eyeshadows. And if you want to see any of the swatches, it's all on my Instagram at makeupjunkie80. And of course, all of that information will be down below. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started because there's a lot to go through. The first is the Naked 2 Basics. When this came out, I just absolutely had to have it. And I used this a few times. As you can see, there is some dips in it. I used this and it was really nice. I don't know why I stopped using it. I love this to create all matte looks. I mean, my favorite one is probably Undone, which is this one. I love it. And I really think that for my next challenge, I am going to use this. And I know that whenever I run out of the matte shades in my Naked palette, I'm going to actually go to this one. And as you all know, if you've seen my Pan That Palette challenge, I want to get through my Naked palette by June. And so, or if it takes longer than June, that's okay. It's not like I'm going to stop, but that is my goal. And in my next challenge, it's going to be this and another palette, and I'll go ahead and let you guys decide what the second palette is. I have it down to 2 choices, so leave in the comments below which ones you want to see, and I'll let you know as I get to them. Actually, it's my next 2. This is the Ammo palette, and this is in their old packaging. Whenever Urban Decay put this on sale with their old formula, I believe that this was $10, and so I couldn't resist. And you know, as you could tell, there was a lot, especially in Maui Wowie. There's a lot. There's a huge dip there, and I love this palette, and Grifter is absolutely amazing. Of course, you know, I have Sin and Chopper and Smog in there, which is really nice to have. Even though I have them in other palettes, it's really nice. And honestly, Maui Wowie has to be one of my favorite colors next to Sidecar. I mean, Sidecar is great, but so is this shade, honestly. So this is one of the decisions, one of my choices for my next Pan That palette, along with this next one. This one is the Deluxe Shadow Box. And Pretty Pistol 86 went ahead and actually panned this last year. And I was like, wow, somebody actually is panning this. And so is somebody else that I am subscribed to, but I can't remember her name. All of the information will be linked in the description box, of course. You've just got to see it. I mean, they were both really impressive as far as how they panned it. I'll show you inside. See that? And I absolutely love these colors. Honey is my favorite, and I use these, you know, a little bit. As you could tell in Shag, I think that was probably whenever I accidentally dug my nail into it. Whoops. But all of these colors are really pretty, and of course the 2 colors that scare me is Peace and Graffiti, but I'm really leaning towards panning this one with the Naked 2 Basics. I mean, I really think that this would be a good match for them, considering this doesn't have any matte shades. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys, but I really am leaning towards this one, so please pick this one, but I will do what you guys want. My next one is the Naked palette, of course, and this is what it looks like. Now I'm filming this in the first week of January, and I just posted an update a couple days ago. Now this one is my least loved palette by Urban Decay, and it's the Naked 2, and of course I wanted this so bad, I just had to have it, right? I'm going to take the brush out. And I've developed hard pan and teas, but I know that I could take care of that. And in this, I'm going to I actually am going to have a video, if I don't already have it up, of how to get rid of hard pan easily. So this is the Naked 2. This has taupe type of colors, and it's really nice. My favorite one is YDK, which is this one right here. But my only complaint is that it is powdery, and as you could tell in teas, there it is hard pan. Forgot to put the brush back in. Next is my Naked 3 palette. I love this palette, and I actually got this whenever it first came out, and there's hard pan in this one too, in Nooner and in Limit. That's disappointing. I guess it's really good to check out your palettes, right? But again, I can easily get rid of that. This is my Naked 3. Now, there has been a lot of love with this. I do love this palette. The only color that I have a problem with is dust, which is this one. Even whenever I wet my brush, it's a mess. I don't like it at all. So I do want to pan this at some point, but I don't really know what exactly I would do with this color. If you have suggestions, let me know on what you would do, and I'll think about that in the future. The next palette I have, which again, I just absolutely had to have whenever it came out, and I had points actually saved up. I don't remember how many points I had saved up, but I had points. Was the Naked Smoky palette. And I love this palette. In a lot of ways, I think that this should have been what the original Naked palette looked like. Now, I do love the original Naked palette, but this one, I don't know. It's just, I think it has more colors in it, and there's definitely more. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but this is something that I wish the original Naked. I'm glad they came out with the Naked palette, but I wish this was the first. But the Naked palette is what started it all, right? The next one is the Urban Decay Moondust palette. I love this. Whenever I first heard about it, there was no doubt in my mind that I was going to get it. I was going to get it regardless. Sight unseen, I wanted it. The only color that is really disappointing is this one, and that's Inspector. I mean, really, if I swatch this, there's really just, there's nothing. There's nothing. I mean, even whenever you wet the brush, there's nothing. It's really, really disappointing. But I'll tell you, if you're panning a palette and you have this, or you have the older Stardust shades or any kind of sparkly color, this will help liven up the look so you'll become less bored. That's one thing that I've learned on my own. The next one is the Naked on the Run palette, and I ended up getting this one on sale. That's funny. There's hard pan in this shade right here. So much hard pan. Goes to show you how much I don't use this. And of course it comes with a bronzer and a blush and a highlighter, and the highlighter, it's pretty matte, so I mean, I would probably use that. You can't even see it. I would probably use that as like a brow bone color. I don't know, but it's a nice palette. Next is the Vice 4 palette. I was so upset that I missed the Vice 3 because there was a color in it called Angel, and they never released it as a single, and it upset me so much. And I love this. This got me really into the warming up my crease a lot. And this is a really pretty shade. I mean, it's really nice. And honestly, Pandemonium is the perfect purple. It really is. I love these two combinations right here. The only shade that I don't like is this one right here. It's so dusty, and it's called Grip. I don't like this shade at all. I don't even know what to do with it. But yes, I do love this palette though. None of the shades really scare me, not even this one. they're all really nice. Now for my singles, I've got Urban Decay Gash right here. I don't have anything to put it in, and I don't know how to depot these either to put them in a Z palette. The next shade I have is Uncut, and I'm very disappointed in this shade. I got it for my birthday because Urban Decay sends out a coupon basically for a free eyeshadow if you make a purchase, and I chose this one because I love purple, but this one was so chalky, and so it just made a mess. There was so much fallout, and it really got me to look at Urban Decay's, and with the previous palettes and everything, I just think their quality has gone downhill, and that's one of them. This one I got as an Ulta gift, and it's in Midnight Cowboy, and this is really beautiful, and I was so happy that I actually got something that I would use for my birthday gift. Next are some of my single moon dust eyeshadows. Now I would recommend getting the singles over the palette because it is a better quality. I've got this one, and I'm sorry, it's already in here, so I'm not sure what the shades are, but I know that this is Diamond Dog. This is the purple one. This is the black one. And this one is like the duochrome one. That's pink and like green. This one is also their duochrome one. It's the yellowy type of shade, and I forget what it's called. Please forgive me. And this I know is Cobra, which I hardly ever use. And a long time ago, I don't know if you all remember, but Urban Decay had a special that if you went ahead and bought a full-size eyeshadow, you actually got this container right here, and it came with a brush. And I saw that this was on sale for $6, and I said, I wonder if I go ahead and I get this, if I would still get this. And I did, and I thought that that was just a steal. Even though I had to spend $8 for shipping, I thought that it was worth it to get this. So I was really, really happy about that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do Too Faced. I have this palette right here, and I believe it's called the Love Palette. I'm assuming by this. I got it at TJ Maxx. I have not messed with this once. I've only swatched them, and I think they're so pretty. Definitely really pretty. Next is the Chocolate Bonbons palette, which I love. It smells like chocolate. I love this palette. I love Too Faced. I love their shadows. This, of course, is the famous Chocolate Bar palette. I just recently got this for Christmas. So, and I only used it once or twice. And next is the Merry Macaroons palette, which I've only used once or twice, but I absolutely love it. I think my favorite color probably has to either be Banana Cream or Honey Lavender for one of these. It's just absolutely stunning. That's pretty much it for my Too Faced. It's only a small collection of Too Faced. Next, I've got the Laura Geller Trio, and it's in Tiramisu. These are really pretty too. So I've only used this once, but I will be using it again in the future. Next, I've got my Buxom, which you can get at Ulta for $40, 6 shades for $40. I use that quite a bit too, and I love this. This is a duochrome shade. It's that blue-green one that pretty much every line seems to come out with. So yeah, and I absolutely love these two shades too. Next, I'm going to move on to MAC. This one is in Cranberry. And this right here, the reason why it has an X on the bottom is because this was my anniversary gift for MAC, and I ended up buying a shadow that I'll show you. So I was able to get this. So there's that. It's so funny because I got this and then I got Gash at the same time. And I swatched them and they're so close together. It's like, wow, well, I know what colors I gravitate towards. Next is the MAC Burgundy x9 palette. And I know there was a lot of complaints as far as how small they are. Oh, look at that hard pan again. But really at the time I was thinking, who actually goes through an eyeshadow? And of course it didn't register in my head that maybe I need to use up some, but still I thought, you know, I'll never hit pan. And of course, you know, obviously I haven't, and I got this whenever it first came out. And the only one that I've really hit significant dip in is in this shade right here, and it's beautiful. I do love this. See that hard pan right there? Yeah. The next ones I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you 3 Urban Decay ones. I forgot. These are the Stardust shades. As you can tell, they're really quite old, and I'm trying to use it up too. This one right here is Diamond Dog. Here's the black one and the purple, and I think this one was called Retrograde. I'm not sure. This right here is by MAC, and it's Coppering. This is the one that I got with the other shade, with the cranberry shade. So I ended up getting it with free shipping. I got 2 MAC eyeshadows for $6. I was really quite impressed. Now this right here is by Prestige, I think, or Provisions or something like that, and it's their duochrome shade. I know that there was people that was raving about it a couple years ago, but I didn't want to spend the $9.49 that it was, and I waited until it was on sale for buy one get one half off, I think it was, at Ulta. And so I ended up getting that one, and then another shade, which was that blue green duochrome, and that's a duochrome also. And I ended up actually just recently decluttering that because I had so many other shades that had that were better quality. This right here is my MAC Mellow Moderns palette that I just got over the holidays. Really pretty. But I really haven't had a chance to play with this. This right here is the Carly Bible palette. And I love this. If you're a beginner, I would definitely recommend getting this palette. It's only $14.50, or even if you're not a beginner, I would get this anyway. You get the highlight shades and everything else in these last two. You can use for your eyeshadows too. I mean, this is really great. As you could tell, I hit pan on this. So, I love this palette. Next are my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. They had them on sale, so I couldn't resist. So, I got the foil shadows, which are these 9. First 3 rows, and the rest of them are their duochrome shades, and I would love to have more, but these are really, really pretty. My favorite one probably has to be these 3, but I haven't messed with them all yet. So yeah, and my last palette that I have is my Stila Eyes Are the Window shadow palette in Soul. And I ended up getting this whenever it was on sale in the past couple of months. I think it was $39 or something like that. And I love this. And I ended up choosing this one because it had kitten and it had colors that I would gravitate towards. I knew that it was a neutral palette, but I kind of gravitate towards those, even though I am brave. I'm not that brave with eyeshadow, but yeah, this is, and I really like the texture of these. But again, I haven't really played with this much. Even this one makes a great highlighter. So I would use this for a highlighter whenever I do go and pan these. So that's it for my eyeshadows. And I hope that you go ahead and you check out my other videos. I will be posting more. I'll have a perfume collection, and I think I'm going to make a blush collection too. If you have any other ideas or anything that you want to see, or you want to know how to do something, don't be afraid to contact me or leave in the comments below. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and don't forget that on Instagram I have swatches for all of these palettes, which took a long time and was so messy, but I just wanted to see visually what I had, which kind of started this whole thing, I think. So yeah, you have a wonderful day, and good luck project panning and panning your palettes. Bye.